FreudianSlipClub@gmail.com. If you need to find us, check us out. We're going live now. Got some special things for you. This is just a little sneak peek behind the scenes.
Absolutely, people are angry, and you can feel it. You can feel the rage, the madness.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. We're the smartest people. We're the most loyal people.
As you know, this week has been a social media overload for everyone around the world. As a professional clown, I am embarrassed for clowns everywhere. I will put away my clown hat for today in honor of the people who do believe in higher education and the people who do believe in conversations. When I think about this week's actions and reactions, I am reminded that I am a citizen of this world, that I am a citizen of this planet, and that I, Liliana Velázquez, am born in the United States, but raised in South America, in Colombia. And I want to draw attention to the fact, oh, I'm sorry, what? We have live footage of more Capitol Hill situation that is going on live. This is more live footage right now. As you see there, they are preparing for the inaugurational date. So keep yourselves in the loop of what's going on. And there is a lot to be said about this, but there has a lot already been said. My personal reaction was one of shock, in the sense that I thought maybe I was watching a bad movie from the 80s. I remember being a teenager in Miami, Florida, and driving in the car to Blockbuster Video. Yeah, that's right. Be kind, please rewind. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this is a typical film that came out in the 80s, which was badly written, with a bad cast, with only token characters, with bad filming, bad director, bad DP, bad script, bad everything. I would have imagined this to have been a film that was scripted and shot in the 80s and was so bad that it went directly to VHS. I'm not surprised about what happened, but I am surprised about some of the reactions that I've had to encounter in social media. I am a Latina American woman living in Europe. I am a Spanish speaker. I am a person that is constantly trying their best to represent reproductive justice and equality. This is a battle that I have had to understand on my own as a person who does have a lot of privilege. As a Latina, I am a privileged Latina. I am a fair-skinned Latina. I am of a generation that had to reprogram their brain and acceptance of boundaries and understanding how to stand up for them. So one of the things that I encourage right now is empathy and compassion in these debates. Many of us Latinos or people of immigrant families will encounter, even to this day right now, pro-Trump supporters in your family. And I'm not going to judge you if you think that canceling your family members or toxic people are out. I think every person has the right to decide how they engage. And in my advice, compassion and empathy goes a lot farther than cancel culture. It is a difficult time, but it is an important time to have conversations with a level of respect and love that you don't have to say or express or hug the person or hold the person. We can't even touch each other. It's COVID time. But a love that is shown through your eyes, a love that is shown through your listening skills, a love that is shown through allowing somebody with different opinion than you to express themselves fully without interrupting, which is extremely difficult for many of us. Yes, I'm talking about myself. This is a time that it's important that we continue to have compassion and empathy within our differences to unite us under a bigger cause. So I'm here at Sunday Slips every Sunday, bringing you this live stream, not because it's what I love to do, but yes, I do love to perform, and I do love to provide a stage and a platform for our local voices. And when I say local, I mean international, I mean here in Berlin, I mean wherever you are. This is a live stream. So local is now online. And showing up on this live stream is my commitment to you as an artist, and my commitment to you as a citizen of this planet who wants to connect people for better, greater changes. So welcome to Sunday Slips. Sunday Slips, Sunday Slips, yeah. I'm Liliana Velasquez, and I'm your hostess with the moistest. Keep your fingers on your clit. Now, as most of you know me, I'm a very dirty-minded woman with a big heart. I've done a lot of things in my life, and many of them have been judged by others and even myself. But I encourage you to find your flaws and grow within them. And sometimes the things that you have done in life that others judge are exactly what you needed to do to represent for yourself. So that's just a little reminder that if you're a holy cunt out there and a sex worker, sex work is real work. And during this pandemic, we need to continue to support all of these people in these different places in society that are trying their best to survive and to bring love and light to you. My first guest this evening is one of my favorite Berlin-based performers. She's a singer, a dancer, a teacher, a mentor, a life coach, a psychologist, and just an all-around fucking woman of the world who lives life balls to the wall. Hashtag balls to the wall. Please snap your fingers back at home and get your drinks ready for my first guest, Miss Tara Kilbride. Hey, Tara. Oh, I can't hear you, darling. Not sure. Why don't we remove you from the studio and come right back to you? Let's check that out. All right. This is what happens when you're doing things live. And it's totally fine. We will work this out. Nope, nothing yet. Still no sound. Still no sound. Well, we did do a sound check before because we do this every week. That's right. Sunday Slips is a live stream that brings you videos, sketches, poetry, music from international artists and local performers. Normally, we are based in Berlin at a nice and beautiful bar with fabulous drinks and smiles, or not really smiles because most Germans don't smile. But nothing. Yes!
Hey! Hello.
Right. You know, this is why we have to practice our breath, and this is why patience is a virtue. One of the things that I learned recently is that we're all jumping around. One of the things that I learned recently is that we should sometimes lower our expectations. That way, if things go wrong with technology, it's totally...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This has been a year of really lowering expectations.
And by year, you mean 7 days.
Yeah, exactly. 7 days. I mean, when you lower your expectations, small things seem to be magical, you know? Just like going on a small walk, noticing, yeah. Hey,
It's
fucking
true.
man. All big
I know
plans are out the window.
when you lower your expectations on new projects that you're developing. For example, this live stream is very different than doing the live show, which we have had so much fun at, both at Lagari, our previous venue, and Zum Krokodil, our newest venue. On the live stream, I can't control when the sound doesn't work from my guest's end or my end, and I have to figure it out. And in these moments, as producer, as the MC, I have to lower my expectation of wanting to appear perfect for the world.
And that was the right time. Had the thing not functioned, who would have known if you would have brought you to this wonderful, gorgeous moment?
You see? Thank
Right.
you, Tara. We're showing the world that
Yeah.
imperfections are fun.
Right.
Now,
Well, we're all trying to fucking figure it out, you know? Like we're all like life is a fucking experiment at this point.
well, life is a circus act at this point. What's your
Yeah,
opinion on what is going on in the world?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, there has been, you know, racism and classism and xenophobia and homophobia in this country, but I think one of the reasons that it's become so tricky now is that there's been a lot of brainwashing. There's been a lot of, I mean, you see the famous picture of like the woolly mammoth type guy that's been going around the media. Have you seen that one?
Yes, and this is why if you watch the sketch that the video collage that we put together, he says in his speech he likes uneducated people because they are loyal followers.
Yeah.
I mean, does that sentence say brainwashing?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I like people who don't ask why or how or anything other than.
Yeah, it was a perfect stew. Like people feeling, you know, less than and feeling like they don't have enough. Like things like Q brings those kind of people in.
Yes.
You know, that's what it was, a perfect storm. And then you add all kinds of it's like a pressure cooker for populism and for QAnon. And there's been this like weird marriage of populist Trumpers and like Q people, and sometimes overlap. And you know, the cops are actually also involved in a lot of this fascist rhetoric, and it gets really complicated and a lot of
I think one of the most difficult things for me to watch was the inaction. I stood here in my home until 2, 3 in the morning, just going, nothing's happened. They haven't arrested anybody. Did you do anything? Are they moving anybody? I heard there's a curfew. Why isn't anybody moving?
Right. Yeah.
I was like, this is not, I mean, as a Latina, I was being like, oh, this is how white parents raise their kids. Like, I'm from Minnesota.
Yeah, the flashback to the summer in Minneapolis when friends of mine were getting shot with tear gas, you know, like even if you were,
And I'm not saying that that's I mean, I find it really important that every time that we make that comparison, we remind people that we're not saying we're asking you to tear gas these people.
No,
we're just saying, what the fuck? How do you, how you have just proven that you know how to deal with mass group of people without having to, you know, and yes, there were still deaths. Unfortunately, the 5 people that died so far and the count of injuries is pretty high. But there's still a large disparity between how you're treating your brown, immigrant, indigenous people and minorities to how you showed us your affiliation and ability to take that breath and not react compulsively, you know.
Exactly. And
helicopters.
Right. I think I read so I'm sure this number has changed, but on like day 24 hours after the event, there had been 52 arrests only. 52.
That's what happened in 1 hour of a Black Lives Matters march.
Yeah, I mean, they funneled people on bridges, you know, and yeah, I mean, everyone was arrested. Everyone was arrested. If not, you know, shot at, tear gas, violence, maced, etc. You know, they were arresting medics who were caring to the people. And I saw a meme of a police officer caring for the eye of someone who had gotten maced.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am, as again, once again, being that I constantly compare the United States to Colombia. Right now, Colombia is not getting any media attention. We have had a genocide going on. We've just murdered more than, recently in this past week, 5 women were murdered in a small town out in one of the smaller towns between the bigger cities. They're murdering our indigenous leaders. Nobody's putting any coverage on this. The president there is even, the ex-president is still tweeting, ex-president from a jail cell, commands on things that happen with murders and situations. And so sometimes my reaction to things that happen in the United States is unfortunately, my reaction is numb. And it's not the right reaction, and I'm aware of it, and I'm trying to change my reaction. But I'm numb because I have grown up knowing that governments are corrupt, and for me, Trump's behavior is not a surprise in any way, shape, or form. I actually find it hilarious that people are making such a big deal that Twitter stopped. Like, please, you've already done enough damage by letting him tweet for 4 years. And second of all, he's on fire. He's on all these other
it's going to continue on 4chan and 8chan and
his followers, his little militia of uneducated, I'm a loyal follower person. They're still receiving their commands from him on whatever platform he has. So the censorship between Twitter and Facebook, it's a nice little action, but it's too little too late.
Absolutely.
And he's already, now actually we're losing an inside link to what he might be doing if you're not a follower of his on those other networks.
Right. I think I want to comment on a point you made about things going on in Colombia and things not getting a lot of media attention. Like, one thing I've really been highly aware of as I come to Europe and meet people from like Israel and Venezuela and like other places, like I think as Americans, we've really been cultured to think of ourselves as like the center of the world and as the center of
Which is also sad how the media treats it like that. Where is the footage on what's happening in South America or Israel or Pakistan? Why don't they get the same amount of footage that this orange fucking asshole just got?
Right. A lot of bubbles are being talked about. I think it was just that like a lot of folks, were raised with this myth of the American dream that all of us are equal and that all of us can succeed if we pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, no matter what color, when really there have been policies and actions for years oppressing people of color and people with disabilities and poor people. And so I think it's just that we had the illusion of somewhat of a freedom and somewhat of a democracy, even though it was never truly that. And a lot of people have been like waking up to it. And I think that's why people are so shocked that it could happen in America, because we were supposed to be the model of democracy and we really haven't been.
That's still a view of an American within America, because again, immigrants who left their horrible country to find a better country immediately are faced with all these challenges, and they're like, whoa, this is not the American dream you sold me. So immigrants, they still are relatively better off than they are in their own country, usually because of inflation of the dollar, or however their own economy is doing. So if in your country you're making so many in pesos, in dollars it's already more, and you can send money home and help your family, but you're becoming more of a slave labor person, and you're losing all your rights, but maybe you didn't have them back home. So, but you understood very quickly that the American dream is bullshit.
Right. Absolutely.
It just happens to be better than your war-torn country. And that's again the numbness that is happening around the world, where you're like, well, it's not as bad as.
Right. When really we should be drawing attention to how all of this stuff is happening in many places.
Yeah. Well, Tara, we were also mentioning something about triggers earlier.
I'm sorry, I feel really attacked right now. And I'm about to scream. I was enacting a trigger. So I'm just going to take a few deep breaths.
When I get triggered, I get naked, so careful. It's funny because it's true. All right, darling. Well,
can
I'm
see
going to
that.
give the live stream stage to you, and this is your audience. Thank you for being with us again this week, and thank you for letting us in on that bit of personal conversation based on what we're watching in the world and politics.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing up so much, yeah, good perspective. Like, it's a time for all of us to stay really ears out and conversations happening. So,
Yes,
mhm.
yes. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Well, it's kind of a tough act to follow, talking from such intense discussion, moving into comedy. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of value in meeting and sharing, trying to share some laughs with you. So thank you for being here. We need to stay connected. And I appreciate this opportunity and for you all for watching. I have been doing these live streams because I'm trying to challenge myself to stay connected. But you know, it has been hard for me because I realize that I'm one of those total weirdos who doesn't so much mind the lockdown. Like, as an introvert going into lockdown, that is not a problem for me. I just don't like coming out of lockdown. Like, for me, that's the more awkward part. I was back home in the States during the first lockdown, and when things opened up, social events that formerly sounded miserable all of a sudden seemed like a good time. Like, lockdown ended and friends were like, "Do you want to go to a baby shower?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." "How about a vegan retreat?" "Sure." And let me tell you, after a couple of baby showers and a vegan cleanse, you want to go back into lockdown. My therapist called me out the other day. She told me, "Tara, you're an avoidance." So I blocked her number. Believe it or not, I actually used to work in mental health. Now I just work with comedians. I figure, why switch gears now? I do like living in Berlin. I think it's tough being single in Berlin. So I tell myself, listen, Tara, you're in this big, beautiful international city. There are so many other cool things that you could take home with you. A Dooner, an aging DJ, ketamine, chlamydia, COVID, a cell phone or gym contract you can never, ever, ever fucking get out of. So many other fun things you could take home that will never leave you. I don't do drugs. I actually had to look up MDMA to see the side effects. The side effects of MDMA are elevated temperature, teeth grinding, and depression. That's just me scrolling through Facebook on a daily basis, guys. Good old social media grinds my teeth. There ought to be a certain Facebook jail where you could send dudes who try to friend request you you've never fucking met before. I want to be able to press a button and send their ass to jail and have their inboxes flooded with mom's friends from high school. Just a whole lot of, "So, dear, do you still play in jazz band? Share this picture of an angel with 25 people for good luck." I grew up in the "I'm just a guy" era, also known as the 90s. I was taught that if a guy said something, did something inappropriate, he couldn't help himself. He's wired that way. I think as women and non-binary people, we should just start shitting on the floor. Because, like, hello, I'm a human. Like, can you imagine the next time a guy says some inappropriate shit, you just literally take a shit? Because hello, I just ate lentils. I can't be expected to wait for a socially appropriate context. That's not my thing. I mean, you of all people understand. I grew up an only child, or as my mom likes to say, a surprise gift from God. This is where I usually would insert dad jokes, but I'm working on honesty, so I'm going to call this the "you were never there" jokes. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. My stepfather was into pyramid schemes, although we were so broke they were just triangles. Kind of a two-dimensional guy. And I saw Solis right through him. That one's a think piece. Let's talk about animals. I recently saw the movie musical Cats, and I don't like the movie Cats. I think it's unrealistic. I don't believe for a second that many actors in Hollywood could be that desperate for work. Why was the pig late for the birthday party? Because he was baking a cake. He's baking a cake. He's a better driver than me, so I let him pork my car. He fucked my car. He had sex with it. As a feminist, I fully support global warming. I think it's just Mother Nature taking care of her needs first. I'm on a budget. I'm at the process where I'm upcycling Duna wrappers and calling them toilet paper. I'm calling it shitty fashion. After 9 months of lockdown, the United States government has decided to give us all $600. And I'm actually glad about it because the last time I got fucked that hard was before the first lockdown. I miss working in bars. I learned a lot of lessons. For example, I learned to read man ponytails the way some people read horoscopes. It was a very diverse establishment. For example, the bouncers were named Vinny, Diesel, and Lowdown, the bartenders Diamond, Sprout, and Batman, and the owner's name was Greg. I learned to treat everybody equally, as the assholes they were. And I'm not one of those people that doesn't see difference. It's just the differences that I saw were the various ways you could fuck up the simple act of ordering a drink. God, humanity is beautiful. I got sober. Thank you. I tell people that in the States, they usually tear. I tell people that in Berlin, they go, why? American beer tastes like pee. I remember the first beer I ever tried, made in Wisconsin, called Natural Ice. Not to be confused with unnatural ice, also made in Wisconsin, also known as methamphetamines. Both very popular. My drinking problem started at church. As soon as I got a hold of that communion wine, I was like, I'm gonna need some more of those tiny cups. I'd be sitting there praying, and the pastor would say, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Was that last call? Because I'm pretty sure I sinned real hard this week. I'll do it again if I have to. I don't know why Christians have such a problem with gay people. Jesus was at the very least non-binary. He had the long hair, the robe, he hung out with 12 other men and one other woman, probably kind of fluid. And I get it, Mary Magdalene was super into Jesus. I understand because I like queer men. It's a very broad spectrum, right? A lot of preferences. So they're only about 25% attracted to me. That's the same success rate as a nicotine patch. Although studies show that if you try to quit smoking using a nicotine patch, you're more likely than with a dummy patch, which is what I call straight men, dummy patches. And I'm trying to quit them. Live from my room, that's been my time, folks. I've been Tara, you've been wonderful. Have a great rest of your Sunday slips.
The sand, got them to kill. Honing my craft, honing my skill. Like tax bills and pen nostrils. I'm cooking great meals. I'm filling myself, filling my very long fin. No, really, I know I'm just a silly CEO, but still, you folks, you can conceal my sex appeal. So feel me, no run of the mill Billy. I breathe through my gills, really. I bite on your bait, so reel me in.
Licensing deals, dividend thrills, and bear market high heels. Capital gains chills. In my hole, I'm just waiting for my money making. In my hole, I'm just waiting for my booty shaking. In my hole, I'm just waiting for the day I get out. 'Cause when I get out, I wanna go back underground.
FaceTime me right, call me worldwide, say konnichiwa, I need some blah blah.
Time to get out, poke my head out, call the penguins, call the mollusk for a blowout. But sea cucumber, so my thunder, maybe better where it's better back down under. In my hole, I'm just waiting for my money making. In my hole, I'm just waiting for my booty shaking. In my hole, I'm just waiting for the day I get out. 'Cause when I get out, I wanna go back underground. Wigs, lashes, glitter. Yeah, I'm coming now. Fabulous like a starfish, like a rainbow trout. Time to party, time to shake it, time to move and dance. Time to mingle, nudie branch, stole my underpants. In my hole, I'm just waiting for my money making. In my hole, I'm just waiting for my booty shaking. In my hole, I'm just waiting for the day I get out. 'Cause when I
You know why art is a necessity or why we need it? It's because art is the only occupation that helps us see our soul's true self, divide our dark and our light, and then put it into a frame just right. See, because when you feel like, oh, you just are there for my service, I can put you back like a box and a jack. That is your true purpose. I want you to remind yourself, to rewind yourself back when you were a little kid, and that's all that you did was crank that box until you got that little shock that brought you back to the perfect place and evened out
Getting a
all
little
your
dance
stocks.
off to my favorite artist.
This is our job.
Ducky LaRange.
Is to take you out of your shit and bring you back to the light from which you grew. So you better fucking respect us. See, the best of we know that the mantra is that art is not a choice. It is a necessity.
Join our live stream every Sunday, no matter what. That's right. That is Akil Apollo Davis, all the way from New York City, one of my great mentors in theater and dance. And we have been collecting confessions, responses, and soulful outlooks as to why art is important to society. One of the reasons we started this here at Sunday Slips is to collect from the community around the world. We are on lockdown in Berlin, and our stages have been closed for a very, 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 very long time now. And it was harder and harder for me as the host and MC of this show to continue to show up for you online until I realized that this small live stream is actually quite significant to our personal community here and to the people that we've affected around the world who catch us, who watch us, who support us. This is a great opportunity for you back at home. If you have a job, ching, 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 send us all your money. Give us 5 euros, 10 euros, 15 euros, whatever it takes. A little bit of money goes a long way with us right now because we don't really have anything to spend it on other than maybe food and supporting our other artists here. So, and making this live stream every week takes some work, effort, dedication, time, and love. Above all, love. We are giving you our love because we believe in ourselves and because we believe in you. And we want you to know that we're here for you. So normally I have a little bit more fun parts about clowning around and doing certain things, but we had enough clowns in the media this week. So I'm trying to bring it a little bit more serious, and this is my serious outfit, but So the ethos of Sunday Slips is show up no matter what. Art is important to society because it does make us connect, and it does allow us to have healing and processes that sometimes are difficult to go through, but art helps us, whether it's dance or music or architecture or bondage or stripping. There are so many different forms that are art that are also work. Art is work. So throughout the past few weeks, we have been collecting responses from fellow people. You just watched Akil Apollo Davis give us his. Thank you so much. Before that, you watched a music video from the very talented and also incredibly important family member of Sunday Slips, Miss Ducky LaRange. Thank you for submitting that video. We love you. Big shout out to you. Also want to say hello to everybody that I saw online so far. Mr. James Kuhn, always loyal. Great to see you in the audience there. And thank you for letting us know that we have sound. I always look forward to those quick responses when I know that I need to fix something. Also, I saw Política Locombia. What's up, mi gente Colombia? Qué rico que están ahí. Me encanta saber que están viendo el show y que están parte de mi familia desde allá. Recuerden que también pueden mandar videos en español, música, comedia, lo que quieran. Aquí se los mando por todo el mundo porque esta latina representa. So keep watching, keep joining us. Following is this week's edition of Art Talks, where we have Siraya Idan, who I think is in Los Angeles right now, and Oscar Collazo's Colombian comedian from New York City, and many more. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for making your voice important. Thank you for believing and for continuing to help us show up for you on our live stream.
Je suis fou.
So I love this question. Why is art important to society? And for me, it's two things. The first is conversation and dialogue. As humans, we need this in order to have meaning in our lives and in order to continue to push the envelope of our existence, right? And all art and all artists are in conversation with what has come before and what will come in the future. The social fabric, the politics, spirituality, ancestry, right? And through these conversations and dialogue, we have the opportunity to create more understanding, more harmony, more justice in the world. And the second is health and well-being. I've heard that in many indigenous cultures, if you go to a medicine person with any physical, mental ailment, the first thing they ask is, when did you stop dancing? When did you stop singing, right? Creative expression is essential for our well-being. And for my well-being, I come up here, go hiking, Griffith Park. Happy New Year, much love.
What's up, everybody? How are you? Good. I hope good. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. I'm on here to let you know why I think art is important. Art is extremely important. It's a stress reliever. It makes people happy. Art isn't exactly what you may think it is. It's not just the Mona Lisa inside the Louvre. It's not just paintings of Van Gogh. Art is all around you. Art is engineering. When you look at buildings, that's art. When you look at cars, that's art. When you look at design, that's art. Art is super important, and we need to keep it alive. And you need to support art, because we love putting art out there for you. So keep art alive.
Hello there. My name is Dio, and I am here to talk about fart. Fart is important because it gives you the necessary release. Heart is important because without it, the blood can't flow and the body will die. Dart is important because even if you don't hit the bullseye, it still looks pretty cool how that thing flies through the air and hits a piece of wood. Start is important because without it, you don't go anywhere. And it's the hardest part. Hardest part is to start. Smart is important because you have to know what speaks to you and how you speak to others. Thank you.
Art is important. I feel like I'm a really naughty version of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but it's like, what happens in Liliana's neighborhood stays in Liliana's neighborhood. Mystery Eye. That was Siraya Idan, great composer, musician, Oscar Collazo's Colombian comedian, and Dio Katungo, as you know. And at the end, we had a little special sneak peek of two of our favorite Berlin-based artists doing a little robot dance off, because you can never have too much robot dance in your life. Oh, so remember, you can donate to Sunday Slips at paypal.me/Freudian Slip Club. That's right. Donate €5, €10. Normally, this show costs you €10 to get in. So you're getting it now for free out of the love and commitment that we have for our craft and for your mental health, our mental health, for our connections, for the hugs that we can't give you in real life. When I make Sunday Slips, I'm hugging you. I am smothering you. I am hugging you and I'm pinching your cheeks like Latina woman would do. So enjoy the love that we're sending out to you. All of the artists who are here are giving you love. We are just strange at the way that we express our love, but nonetheless, we're here no matter what. We're here to keep you and your hopes up and hope that you are engaging in great conversations, debates with compassion and empathy, able to make a difference in the life you lead. And if you want to submit a little response to why art is important in society, we would love to hear from you. Everybody's response is unique to their own voice. You might say something that has already been said, but maybe was not heard. So when you say it again in your own voice, it might connect with someone else's ears. So please, if you like what we're doing, and if you want to be a part of Sunday Slips Art Talks, I forget that I don't need to wear my glasses on camera because you don't really need me to see you. So it's okay if you're blurry. If you want to connect with Sunday Slips Art Talks, send us a little 1-minute video answering the question, why is art important to society? Thank you so much for watching every Sunday. To our followers that are here with us right now, all 14 of you, that's right, I'm counting. Oh yeah. Thank you. And to those of you who watch afterwards and let me know, I really appreciate that you take the time to check us out afterwards. You can also donate. Send us your money. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Because we value it and we value you. So I'm going to move it along. Thank you for being part of Art Talks. Next on our conversation is a fabulous artist that I have performed with many times. Most currently, I performed with this artist in Overmorrow, a performance, interactive theater performance that was created by Bad Bruises. Shout out to Bad Bruises. We love you. We can't wait to get back on stage with the Bad Bruises. And basically, we can't wait to get naked with you. Please let us get together again soon. This artist and I got to share the stage many times and sing and improvise and dance and spank a person here or there, depending on whether they deserved it or not. It's my honor and pleasure to bring to the stage for the first time on our live stream, but not the first time at Sunday Slips, Noemi.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Noemi. How mysterious. I love it. Darling, how are you? How is this lockdown treating you?
Strangely good. Yes, but strangely also being emphasized.
But I think that almost anything that surrounds your energy is quite strange. You draw upon strange and exude a sensual strange.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And on that note, I would love to allow this beautiful audience to be yours and hear the intimate writings of Noemi.
Thank you, Liliana. I'm going to read you one of the texts from the series Let My Pussy Speak, which has become the title of everything I write. Okay. This is a read. I am the person who gets up in the early morning and prays. I am the person who is running running wild at the thought of you. A cloud bouncing like a ball of fire. The sky is pink, and it's mine. I want to run as wild as I can, as fast as I can, chase through the sky, fly away on a scream. I want to be my own. I want to be my own again when you aren't there. I feel like in a small cage made by my own body, wearing it like a corset while you are sleeping. It's golden and I hate it. I am the clown dancing. The clown can't cry. I have this terrible fear behind everything, and I don't know if it's true. I feel like I'm losing you. The wind blows hard today and asks me to remember those places on the other continent where my heart was singing. I can go. The wind will be my friend. The wind will be my lover who dance with me alone. In the night, train station, small abandoned lights. All the places that are unknown to me where I feel like home. Always moving. Always there. But I wish I had a place like yours to come and land, half naked on your warmth. I close my eyes, travel in my mind. I wish I would get rest. I wish I could bark and roar at you and bite you with my teeth. I wish this stray dog could get all the meat. I wish this animal could put down all the burdens it's carrying. I wish I could be everywhere. So that's today's piece of Let My Pussy Speak. And I wish you the rest of this evening to be lovely and better and better. Bye.
All right, that was Noemi with Let My Pussy Speak pieces. Fabulous. It's been quite a night. We've had a very female-empowered show so far, and I'm very grateful to the visitors that we've had. At the very last minute today, we had an artist in Berlin that I have been admiring since New York City. This artist gave me my first spot as a burlesque performer at Galapagos in Brooklyn back many years ago. And we constantly have conversations, and we're looking forward to doing some projects together. I welcome to our live stream the fabulous Aquinos, incredible edible Aquinos. Hi, Mama. How you doing?
I'm very upset today.
It's been a circus out there.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me okay?
Hell yeah, I can hear you. I'm ready to hear you.
Oh, Sunday Slips. Nice to see you again.
You know, we're here for you every Sunday, no matter what.
No matter what. Y'all are amazing. Yeah, I want to talk to you, Lily. I'm very upset. and I hope that you can support me.
Absolutely.
So I don't know what kind of fucking loser I am, but like I'm having my fucking dream, right? Like having this fucking dream, and I'm fucking dating Clark Kent. Henry Cavill as Clark Kent. I'm dating him, and we're in this fucking cab. God, I'm such an insufferable bastard. We're in this cab. Yes,
the new one, the Witcher.
The Witcher. Yeah, I'm dating him.
That one. Okay.
Yeah, isn't he hot? Right. So this is my man. And we're in this cab, and the cab driver tries to take my bag or something, and he does his Superman thing. He's doing his Superman thing because he's actually, well, no, he doesn't do that, but he's Clark Kent. Keep up, Lily. He's Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does the Superman thing, and he's fighting off the fucking cabbie, and he tells me to hide. So I'm like hiding in our regular bar that we go to. It's fucking weird. It's a dream, right? So I'm like hiding, and I'm looking, and I'm seeing him kind of like using his Superman strength to push the car, but the cab driver also has Superman strength. I don't fucking know who this dude is, and they're
Luke Cage. It's Luke Cage.
Yeah, right. So they're both like, he's like pushing it away because the cabbie's trying to run me the fuck over. It's, it's a fucking dream. It's hard to tell this shit. So anyway, I'm in this bar and I'm just like looking at this disaster happening. So I go inside the bar and I'm thinking like, at some point he's gonna come into the bar. So I'm sitting there in the fucking bar and I go up to get a drink and I say to the bartender, I'm like, hey, have you seen Clark? Did Clark come into the bar today?
Have you seen my man? Hey,
yeah.
Have you
and this bitch goes, wait for this.
This is your
dream.
dream.
He was here earlier, but he went home with Shawnee because he said he didn't want to bear back anyone tonight.
Oh! No, this is...
In my own dream, Clark Kent is cheating on me with Shawnee.
But Clark Kent using a condom with Shawnee, girl.
He wanted to use a condom with Shawnee. He didn't want to bear back me.
This is hilarious.
What kind of loser am I that my own man in my own dream is breaking my heart? I literally woke up sad.
You woke up sad. Baby, could you be Superman over here?
Who the fuck is Shawnee? Shawnee's fucking my man. She's fucking Clark Kent. Henry is Clark in my motherfucking dream.
Oh, poor Shawnee. I mean, lucky Shawnee. You tell your dream man that I'm available in Dreamscape too.
Even in Dreamscape, I'm a fucking loser. I fucking get my feelings hurt in Dreamscape. I can't even keep a man in my dreams.
But who was this hostess of that bar that was quite a little bitch?
I have a feeling it was Barry. I have a feeling it was Barry that was at the bar. And then the bartender had a fucking attitude. The bitch was like, look, I get that, but I said what I told you is the truth, and that's what it is. Because I was so devastated. I just went and sat down and was just like.
Did you need to masturbate when you woke up to make yourself feel better?
No, I wanted to cry.
Sometimes when you masturbate, you cry.
Where the fuck is Shawnee? She has to answer. She has to answer for this. Because she gave it to my fucking... She wasn't even a part of it. Like, I was in the cab with him. I think we had just finished having sex, actually. And I'm in this fucking old school taxi with him. I think we were even in New York.
Barry's laughing her ass off in the comments. She's just ha-ha-haing away.
Shawnee's laughing her ass off?
Verity.
Yeah, you were the fucking bartender telling me my fucking man went to go be with Shawnee because he didn't want to bear back me.
All right. Well, I think that this dream is about having safe sex people out there. All you polyamorous Berliners.
Not with Henry, I don't.
Stay away from Aquinos' man. If you know, the dream is a message to the world. If you know this man belongs to Aquinos, do not touch.
I want Henry to bareback me. You know how pretty those babies would be? That motherfucker wouldn't even get me pregnant in my own fucking dream.
Oh, Kinos, you are hilarious. Oh.
That's what I want to talk about. I woke up very, if this had been recorded when I first woke up, I was very upset about this.
Well, people, Akinos has a lot on her mind often, and she's also a great political mind and an activist. You should follow her online for more than just her dreamscapes, but actual points of view on sex work is real work, on people, on anything that's going on with this circus act that's happening this week at Akinos on Instagram. Check her out. Not only is her dreams wild, but so is her reality. So.
Well, thanks for listening. I'm going to try to post the screenshots up of my Signal conversation with my friend about this because I'm still very upset that Shawnee's fucking my man.
All right. On that note, thank you so much, Akinos. We'll see you next week. Keep your fingers on your kit. All right. We didn't forget our next performer. Many of our performers this week needed a week off, and we love you and respect you for that. And remember, I'm going to be here no matter what, but when I can get the fuck out of here, I'm going to have somebody else host this show for me. So it'll be tag team then, motherfuckers. Anyhow, our next performer is one of the most brilliant singer-songstresses that I have met in Berlin in a while. She is a curvaceous pinup. She is a soprano. She does not need a microphone. And she's taking a break this week. So we've made a little campy cat video for you of our favorite opera burlesquer, pinup soprano diva delicious.
Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She is smiling alone. street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone in the memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has begun.
Welcome to Sunday Slips. Hopefully I'm online, and I'm still over here making a shout out to. It's too loud. It's too loud. It's too loud. It's too loud. Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? It's meow. Make a shout out to yourself. Happy New Year. They can't stop us. My name is Taylor. Still too loud? welcome to WKS-FM, also known as Winton K. Stevenson, also known as Duct Tape, also known as Brain Duct, baby. Where you at? Where are my peoples over there? Make a shout out to everybody. Hopefully you're all healthy and well and you're not as sick as everybody is in the brain. I'm on the train right now. You're welcome to be on the train. You don't have to pay just yet, but you can donate. Making shout outs to aliens. After the one little technical difficulties over here. Hopefully it doesn't click on you. You can talk with them for a second. Yeah.
What's happening, people? I'll change the microphone right quick because that's what it's about. So that is Winton Kelly Stevenson behind me. That's right. He and I have made Sunday Slips what it is, what it be, what it gonna be. What we do, we bring to you from our heart forever. So we hope that you're enjoying it. We have continued to develop our, creative family as we go. And here we go, live stream, baby, from Berlin bedroom to the world. Take your time, baby. I got this. I got this. Nice. You put me on the spot. I got this. It's no problem. What? I got a phone call from the producer behind the scenes coming in as well. Everybody wants a piece of me. Marta, I see you. Big shout out to Chico and Punky Productions for always having her back. Creating so many little videos for us and helping us design the live stream every fucking week because we are a family. We are a team. Shout out to Verity Oberg who tags all of the artists properly with their Instagram pages and their other important pages. So you know that our team is out there trying our best to represent you together. Shout out to Shawnee Moffat. Shout out to Akinos, Tara Kilbride, Diva Delicious, Dottie Mascati. There are so many of you that bring our community and our show to life every single week. And there are many artists out there that we miss hearing from and we miss seeing. So just remember, if you want to join, send me a little poke here and there. I'm doing my best to react better to people messaging me online because now that's the only way we can communicate. So I think that the fabulous Winton Kelly Stevenson might be ready again.
I hope.
All right, well, I'm going to switch that sound back to that microphone you see behind me, and keep your fingers on your clit.
Jersey, from New Jersey. I'll do one more for you guys. Well, this one goes out to the old dad. Rest in peace. Woo, Tim in the house. Yeah, the song. What is the song? Yeah, the song. Billiford. No. Yeah. Yeah. Dum 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 make a shout out to Soda Can, Nico, Winter Nico's coming back. You guys wear a mask, wash your face, wash your hands, stay close, but be safe, feed hungry people, worry about old people and sick people. Peace. Be safe. Love.
Wash your hands now, wash your hands now, wash your hands now, wash your hands now. That was Wynton Kelly Stevenson behind me, giving you everything he's got. Sunday, Sunday slips, Sunday, Sunday slips, yeah. Sunday, Sunday.
You'd be a fool to miss Liliana at the Sunday slips. She's cracked as a whip, dances on the roof. She say what she wants, well she do what she please. Sunday, Sunday slips, Sunday, Sunday slips, yeah. Sunday, Sunday slips, Sunday, Sunday slips, yeah. Sunday, Sunday slips, Sunday, Sunday slips, yeah. Sunday, Sunday slips, Sunday, Sunday slips, yeah.
All right, my beautiful people. Wynton, you got something to say to your fans out there? To you.
You guys be safe. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Just we gonna do it until we can do it. No,
That's the way it is.
We can't quit. Quitting's not an option.
Okay.
Peace.
From your Berlin-based Mr. Rogers neighborhood. Sunday, Sunday slips. Sunday, Sunday slips. Yeah. Did I get that? Did I hit that tone, baby?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We have one final video for you this evening. I'm Liliana Velasquez hosting Slips live from my bedroom.
Peace.
Wynton Kelly Stevenson. We are the family. We keep it going. We're here for you. If you need us, send us a little message. Remember, you don't have to perform. You can be public. You can perform. You can send a video. Or if you just need a little bit of tough Dominanny love, hashtag Dominanny, giving adults and babies advice since 1967. When I come to your house, I say, don't make me count to 10.
7.
You either get a pacifier or a, I won't finish that sentence. Because I shouldn't. Because I shouldn't. Oh, look, it looks like I have hair. Wait, there. Look at my hair. Anyhow, here at Sunday Slips, we want to remind you that we're here for you. So if you're feeling a little bit low, if you're feeling a little depressed, now I can't promise that I can give everyone my energy, but I am going to be here every Sunday. I definitely give you a shout out. Definitely reach out to you if you reach out to me. Communication is difficult. Let's stay open to empathy and compassion. This week we are learning that there are a lot of idiots out there, and we have to also respect their time and space and hope that through our empathy and compassion we cause change. So stand up for yourself, do what you need, don't let anybody box you into a thing, blah blah blah. Keep going. Keep going. I'm also really happy to announce that I'm back with the Pretty Deadly Self-Defense family. So if you want to do some training, if you want to set your boundaries, if you want to talk about all that, come to me. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And by come to me, I mean at a distance, obviously, because it's lockdown 2.0. Next, we have our fabulous video submission from Ondina Radio. That's right. Desde España para todo el mundo. De Ondina Radio, música, collage y mucho más. En la descripción de abajo van a ver los artistas que han colaborado en este video. Below, you're going to see the video of Ondina. And it's a collaboration between multiple artists. We hope that you enjoy this. Signing off from Sunday Slips, I'm Liliana Velasquez.
Peace!
Without sound, love without sound, love.